Okay, welcome everyone to the 8-minute lunchtime examen. Uh, Leading us today is Father Jack Treacy of the Society of Jesus, and he is the chaplain of over at University Relations. And so I'm going to pass it over to you, Jack.
Thank you, Tony, and welcome to all. I think most of you, I think you have your videos, audio's off, whatever makes you comfortable, but certainly the audio's on mute is helpful. I thought for today's 8-minute examen, we might use that whole theme of shalom, the Hebrew shalom, peace, which is really wholehearted. It means being at peace with God and others and within ourselves. And so I think we'll focus on those relationships, and I'm adapting a version of the examen written by Brother Jesuit Mark Thibodeau, who's done a lot of work on this. So let's begin. I invite you to find a comfortable posture in which you can be both attentive and relaxed. Many people find closing their eyes helps to center, quiet your spirit. I just invite you to take a few deep breaths, really take a few seconds to breathe in, hold it for a few seconds, and release. As you continue to take those deep breaths, simply be aware that God desires to be with you. So be still and know that you are with God. I invite you too to just open your heart in a spirit of gratitude and just give thanks to God for whatever comes to mind. Let the thanks just pour out of you. It may be for witnessing a beautiful sunrise or sunset, or enjoying a nourishing conversation or a pleasant stroll, timed with a loved one, recognizing you have a certain skill or you accomplished something. Whatever comes up, simply be grateful to God. Ignatius also invites us to ask for particular grace at the start of any prayer. Simply ask for the gift of insight. Ask that God's Spirit might help you to understand underneath your actions, your involvements, the motivations of your heart. Ask that you learn and be shaped as you reflect. So first, we'll focus on your relationship with God. Looking over the past day or two or three, do you feel close or distant from God? Have you spent time nurturing this relationship? When you bring God to mind, do you feel joy, gratitude, anxiety, perhaps even fear, or some other emotion? Speak with God about your relationship and ask God to reveal God's perspective on it. Shift your focus now to your relationships with others. How have you been with others recently? Friendly, affirming, or impatient, irritated? Is there one relationship that's been especially positive or maybe particularly challenging? How so? Speak with God about this relationship. Invite God's perspective. Now reflect on your relationship with yourself. Are you happy? Are you content with yourself? Or are you being harsh or upset with yourself? Perhaps another emotion comes to mind. What factors feed this attitude towards yourself? Speak with God about it. Invite God once again to reveal God's perspective. As you consider your reflections about your relationships with God and others and yourself, spend a moment with the one that you found you had the strongest response to. Ask God for whatever you need. Perhaps insight to move forward, or the gift of healing, or simply to be grateful for that relationship. You might also ask God if there's something you can do to nurture this relationship, perhaps shifting your perspective or letting go of a pattern of behavior, or continuing as you've been. And now we look ahead. May these words echo in your own heart. Loving God with hope, I look to the future. You accept me as I am and invite me to grow. You give me time, opportunity, and grace. I ask you to help me to be more attentive, more sensitive to the Spirit's presence and guidance. I ask for your help in areas of special need. May I go forth receiving your shalom, your peace, and sharing it with others. Amen.
Amen. And thank you so much, Jack, for your warm and friendly and kind, supportive presence, and for being with us. And thank you all. And may you have a joyful weekend, I hope. Oh, and Mary, it's good to see that sunshine.